Hello, Taurus. It's Kay from Kay Loves Tarot. Let's get stuck in, you guys. Okay, so these for the third week through the 19th to the 25th. 19. I'm doing 5 card spreads at the moment, you guys. So, Taurus. Sun, Moon and Rising, Taurus. Okay, let's cut deck, find out what's crack-a-lacking. Okay, central issue, Taurus. Ace of Wands in the reverse, it's false start, broken promise. The root of that, the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. The recent past, the Queen of Cups. What's coming toward, what's crowning you is the Eight of Cups, and what's coming towards you is the Six of Cups. Okay, for some of you, past is definitely coming back around with Soulmate, looks like, but I feel like the damage has been done. So it'll be interesting to clarify that one. Taurus, if you're dealing with a water sign, I'm seeing here a false start, so it could have been anything from, it is the Bonus card, so it could have been anything from a one night stand to just a broken promise. Why? Well, the root's telling you why. Not enough effort. It's a very selfish card. It's not enough effort. And obviously in the recent past, we've got this Queen of Cups. She's in the upright, so this person was very content with how they feel with their emotional stability. This could represent you, don't get me wrong, especially if you've got water in your chart. What's crowning you though is the need to walk away because something's missing. Or you're thinking about them walking away. That could be the case. I don't think it is. This is what's in your mind. And what's coming towards you is the Six of Cups. So let's start clarifying this and find out why these cards are here. So this Ace of Wands about. Okay, death, I've got Scorpionic energy here. Some of you could have been dealing with Scorpio. Some of you have Scorpio in your chart. So I've got an abrupt ending here, but it had to end. It had to end. It was a full start. I'm surprised to see the Tower nearby. Three of Cups, could have been friendship that went awry. Totally. Three of Cups, could have been a third party situation as well. Usually Three of Cups is a celebration card. It's about reunions and celebrations and friendships and stuff like that. I'm going to just keep clarifying more to get more information on this Taurus. So, Eight of Pentacles with the Five of Swords. Now in the upright, the Five of Swords is that, okay, you're fighting a losing battle here. That's in the upright, okay. Walk away, leave someone wield swords, fighting a losing battle in the reverse. It's worth the fight. So if enough effort hasn't been applied, it's worth changing that, in other words. That's what it's basically saying. And I do feel probably, because they're all connected to each other, so maybe with a little bit more effort and changing that around, brings this back around for you guys. And like I say, it's not necessarily even in a romantic sense. This could just be a friend. Clarify, where's this Queen of Cups in the past? Oops. I've got the King of Swords here. More on that. And the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So don't get me wrong, it could literally be a third party situation. Either you move on with someone else after a broken promise, or maybe the result of the broken promise. You know, or they could have moved on. They could have moved on. And we have a Queen in the reverse, which could be you guys feeling very insecure about that. You know, but this Queen's got a back turn to this King. So I'm starting to wonder, some of you guys got the wrong idea about this. Some of you guys been so concerned that someone from your past who, you know, it's kind of, this looks like it ended badly. Or at least not on clear terms. But it did end. It definitely did end. It had to. Because it was a false start. Why? Not enough effort. It was worth the fight. And nothing was done about it. That's how that looks to me, Taurus. But here, looks like maybe there's insecurity that a Queen is moving on somewhere else here. Don't get me wrong, the Queen can be a man as well. But look, she's got her back to him. So I'm wondering if you guys have got the wrong end of the stick here. Maybe something's missing here and you have to walk away because something's missing within you. Maybe you're the one that is it. Because look, this Queen in the reverse, man or woman, that's your energy. Maybe you're the ones that are, you know, so insecure about yourselves that you know, you haven't put a fight up, you haven't put effort into something here, whether it's a relationship or a friendship. This is not being true to yourselves and not being true to the people around you either. And maybe we're walking away here thinking something's missing because it's missing because, how can I put it, it's your emotional fault, it's missing, if that makes sense. Because it's what's crowning you, it's what's on your mind. Maybe you recognise that you're very, very screwed up at the moment and need to walk away. It's ended anyway, but I kind of feel like a foot in the past and a foot in the future. It's not very clear. It's a little bit slapdash, this reading, I must admit. The Hangman in the reverse. So you're definitely coming out of limbo. Maybe you've had your time out. Maybe that's what that is. Maybe you've had your time out and you're ready to sort of come back into the light and do something about it. No longer afraid. See what I mean? You could have had issues with anxiety, with pressure elsewhere. You know what I mean? You could have had your hands full. Maybe that's the reason for the lack of effort. But it's still saying you think it's worth the fight. And the anxiety is lifting now. Hence why I think this could come back around. But we'll see. So, I've got the Two of Cups in the reverse. So don't get me wrong. I'm not actually seeing this a relationship or like a union or anything. Someone's pissed off with you. The King of Wands in the reverse. Hell yeah, this is a bad fucking temper. And this is harsh words spoken. Either somebody is still pissed off with you and they're going to let you fucking know about it. Because I don't feel like they're coming to you. This feels like you're deciding to reconnect with them. And I just feel like you may be met with hostility here. Now, the 6 is in the upright. So I definitely feel you're determined no matter what to get things back on track with this person. But, especially if they're a fire sign or... this could be they're pissed off because of harsh words spoken in the past by you. I'm definitely feeling someone else exterior being pissed off. Okay, we've got a couple here. Yeah, it's been cut off. We've got an injustice and we've got the Queen in the reverse. This, do you know what I think this is, you guys? I think until an apology's issued, you ain't getting jack shit. This is that want, that need to try and bring this. Even though the union's still separate, it's separate for a reason because we're still cut off. Either someone's cut you off for harsh words spoken, injustice, scales aren't balanced, or if you cut them off first, this is like tit for tat. They're literally like, okay, you cut me off, no, I'm not fuck giving this another look until I get an apology. So I'm going to cut you off until I get an apology. That's kind of how that looks, because the Queen in the reverse, she's literally, the sword's already swung down. But it can be, she can be waiting for the right kind of communication. You know what I mean? It's like, here, she's inviting. She wants to see, she's curious. She wants to see what someone's got to say. In the reverse, if they're not saying the right shit, it's off. That sword's down on their neck. I want to clarify this Two of Cups in the reverse. What more can you tell us about the Two of Cups in the reverse, please? Okay, this is more about pulling someone out of their shell. Don't get me wrong, this could totally be on the vice versa, so I'm just reading this from Taurian's perspective of someone they'll be dealing with. So, again, this is more about drawing someone out of their shell. Someone has literally built a wall up because of a scenario that's occurred in the past. An unnecessary one, I kind of want to say. This just feels so ridiculous to me. But someone's built a wall. And I think Spirit's trying to say here, in order to sort of put this back on track where it looks a bit messy, draw them out of the shell. That looks like the advice here. Because I definitely feel if no effort is applied, you're not getting anywhere. It's not going to work. If you stick to the same old mentality that created this in the first place, without those vital changes to get this back on track, then no. I do feel that some of you are actually going to lose this person. I'm not. But like I say, it could be on the vice versa, especially for the cross watchers. You could be watching this thinking, the Taurus did that to me. Yeah, absolutely on the vice versa as well. Just take what applies in your situation. Take what resonates and apply it to your situation. Let me throw you guys a couple of romance angel cards. Yeah. Release an ex. Time has come to clear your energy. Could be the energy of an ex. If this person is an ex to you, start letting them go. Trust. Situation's calling for you to have faith. I do feel like this could go two ways though. I think unless you can draw them out of their shell, earn their trust again. Or they have to earn your trust. Whichever way around this goes, someone's got to re-earn the trust. And it does say to recapture the romance, allow your youthful spirit of fun to shine. That means, again, drawing them out of their shell in a playful way. Yes, an apology may have to be issued here, okay, to make this work. Especially if you really care about this person. You know, if you don't give a shit about them, then release this shit and just move on. It's so simple. I feel like this whole spread's saying to the Taurians, don't fucking dwell on this. You guys move slow enough as it is. Don't keep dwelling on this shit. Now's the time to do something. You're either going to release it or you're going to work on it. If you don't want to work on it, and you know the stubbornness or your pride's in the way to the point where you don't really want to say sorry or whatever, or you don't want to hear someone's apology, you know, that could be it as well. If you're that set in your ways, then just release this shit. Stop torturing yourself thinking about it. Just let it go. Or do something about it. That's basically what they're saying. But if you do something about it, you cannot approach this with a bad temper again, because they're already going to be pissed off. And if you join and jump on that bandwagon, then no, this ain't going anywhere. This is to sort of say, look, you either say your sorries, make your peace, have a bit of, you know, be playful about this and earn their trust again, or just let it go. That's it. That's two ways that you can go about this, Taurus. Right, I'm going to leave that there. If anyone wants personal reading, feel free to email me. I'm going to try and get the caption on the screen, but otherwise just check out the description box below. And I will be back after the 25th. So in the meantime, I wish you all the best, you guys. Take care. Bye for now.